Jade said, "Blah, blah, 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 blah." Jade is a retarded idiot, like talking to a 4-year-old.
Thanks for the money, dummies. Band, 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 band.
The camera's been on the whole time. Bouncy, bounce. I'm actually a virgin. See this fucking piece of garbage disc?
Thanks for the money, stupid fuck.
Good morning, everyone. Today is the return of Donkey Kong Bonanza. The Donkey Kong themed background, the Donkey Kong themed text has returned, and so has Donkey Kong Bonanza. Now, you might be saying, wait a minute. Donkey Kong Bonanza came out last Thursday. Big release for the Switch 2. You played it all day. Why on earth didn't you play it more? Why did you actually stop playing it? Well, there's good reason. We played it all day long on release day, and after 6 hours, both myself and the viewing audience were bored. What? They explained nothing. What the hell was that? Thanks for explaining nothing. Oh, what are you doing? Why did he run off the side? He did that by himself. I didn't do that. What happened? What the? What happened? Why did it break? I'm dead now. I don't understand what's going on. I jumped. I pressed jump. Why did I lose it? Dude, this is bad. It's dumb. Why did it magically lose the rock? Jump, didn't jump. I pressed it, he didn't jump, now I'm dead. Yep. So you can throw it when you're riding it. Why would you want to throw it while you're riding it, ever? What? Dude, I lightly accidentally tapped the right trigger. Like, why would I ever want to throw it? Never. I would never press that. But it's like sensitive as hell, so I accidentally throw it when I'm trying to do the platforming. It's incredibly stupid. I couldn't stop the momentum. I couldn't turn, and then he grabbed it. Even though I pressed the left trigger that time, he still grabbed it. I can't get off. I couldn't stop. Are you kidding me? They gave me 2 bananas, but there's no way to stop your momentum, and you just die anyway. I gotta retry, even though I finished it. I have to do it again. How the hell do I stop my momentum? People weren't into it. They were complaining about it, and the support was bad, so I said, well, oh well. So up to $70, guys. With about 30 to 40 minutes left on the stream, please support the stream. If you like Donkey Kong, it'll be a great time to support the stream. We're not even halfway to our goal for the night. For a brand new release, that's not good. The audience is barely talking about the game at this point. Disengaged, no support. So that's a problem. It's not a good sign. All right, we're more than halfway to the goal of support, guys, but we only have like 20 minutes left on the stream. So we really need a big support bomb here if we're gonna hit the goal, or else the launch day of this game is kind of disappointing. Can we get some momentum going to get the support goal for tonight? It would be great if we can get some momentum going. Anything, guys, a little super chat or a little tip or a membership, a sub, anything to get some momentum going would be great. So last chance, if you're enjoying Donkey Kong and you want to support the stream, please do. Now would be the time to do it. I am the Pied Piper of the mentally deficient. Right? Now that the game has been out for a few days, we now know Donkey Kong Bonanza is a 15-hour game. However, if you treat the game like a collectathon, then the game can be as long as 60 hours long. Wow. 60 hours of Donkey Kong Bonanza. Yeah, that's pretty insane. So, I think what we should do today is just try to get through story elements. Well, wait a minute. The whole point of the game is collectathon. You said it yourself. So if you're skipping the collection aspect, doesn't that mean that you're missing out on a lot of the elements of the game? Yes. Yes, but no one wants to see a 60-hour collectathon on my streams. I won't do optional stuff, right, Jasper Kitty? What's the point? I'm not playing the game for me. I'm playing it for contributions. I don't want to hear any complaints. No, seriously, I don't. I'm tired of it. Oh, well, he's skipping all the content. I don't want to hear it. No, really, I'm tired of the complaints. The complaints department, it's located in this circular file cabinet. You know what I mean? The fucking trash can. That's where you can put your complaints. Remember, during the Donkey Kong Bonanza streams, if you do a $20 contribution, whether that's a $20 tip, a $20 super chat, or 4 gifted subs over on Kick, you will get a specialty animation and a corresponding sound effect. So let's see who's going to be the first person to contribute 20 bucks and let us go bananas.
Ooh, banana.
Let's get some support going. Oh, banana. I love that sound effect. Oh, banana. Thank you very much, Nick, for the super chat. Okay. All right. So I want to talk about what's the next DSP Tries It, because there's 3 actually really good options, I feel. All right. So the first place does gourmet dog shit. Now, there's another place. This place 100% focuses on Africanized cock with like strawberries and cream and stuff on it. Whoa, buddy. Now, option number 3, I'm 69. My wife, I don't know about that, but it could be all right. I don't know. I've never really tried anything like that because she prefers DoorDash. Those are the 3 options. So what I'd like to do is get your opinions. Let's do a vote. Let's do some polls. Man, I'm belching today, baby. $1.20 tip, you should go and have barbecue for DSP Tries It. I've already explained the reason I'm not doing barbecue is because I just don't want to eat a lot of red meat. I shouldn't be eating that. You understand? If I eat barbecue and I eat a bunch of red meat, I have a very big chance that I could have a health issue, and I don't want to do that. Well, I don't get it, Phil. You say you don't want to eat red meat, but yesterday you had Burger King. Right, but what did I have at Burger King? A terrible drink that I took 2 sips of, a bunch of chicken wraps, and I had a giant platter of Whoppers. So what there was stuff I shouldn't eat. Everything is fine. You see? So I'm doing it for my own health. All right? We're now up to 60 bucks of support. So more than a third of the way to our goal. Can we get to halfway to our goal before the podcast ends? That way we only have to do the second half of the gameplay portion. That would work. Remember, for a $20 contribution, whether it's a tip, a super chat, or 4 gifted subs on Kick, you get a special animation and sound effect that plays on the stream. Ooh, banana. Will we see that again? Will someone do a $20 contribution? Like I said, I would like to get halfway to the goal before the podcast ends, and the podcast is almost over. If someone did a $20 contribution, we get into animation again with the sound effect. Let's see if someone does it. Here's what's funny is the people on Kick literally think I don't read their messages. I read all the messages on Kick. The problem is that Kick's chat is mostly LARPing idiots. So they just sit there saying the most dumb shit about shit and piss and things going up my ass. And I ignore them until finally you send me a contribution to felt me, and then I'll respond. Just please keep sending them. Please just keep sending them. You're really felting me. I'm being so felted when you send me money. So please keep felting me as much as you can. Why do I have an incident emote on Kick? Because I'm not afraid of who I am and the mistakes I've made. I've owned up and fessed up to them. You know, say what you will about me, but I don't hide anything. We know who you are. You're a disgusting deviant. I am a fucking supermodel who's gonna be walking down the runway in Milan showing off fucking Gucci clothes. What the fuck are you talking about? You're a delusional idiot. I'm married, rich, powerful. That's not enough. I need everything. So I also need to be able to sleep with Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels, Hulk Hogan and Macho Man. I'm gay and I'm not trying to hide it. Review Felted North Korea just gifted a sub on Kick. Thank you to Review Felted North Korea. That gets us up to 69. And as you guys know, I'm an incredible prude. So I cannot have it sit at 69. We need to have someone contribute right now so that we can get off of the number 69, or else I'll be incredibly offended. When we ever get a dog, if we get a dog, we can't get one when we have LTG. He wants to be the only pet. He'll come right up to you. He'll rub you. He wants pets. He wants licks. He does not want any other pet to take his spot in this house. He's lived in this house now, you know, for over 5-6 years as the only pet. And to add another pet, he would freak out. When other animals come around, he freaks out. He gets angry and upset. He starts hissing. Work on yo sexy. When I upload Spider-Man games, they always get popular. No, not today. Back in the day, they did, and here's why. Back in the day, I was known as the guy who would go out and get a game on release day, play it within 2 days, have the entire playthrough on the internet. Spider-Man in particular had a lot of very popular video games, so I would play them immediately on release, and I would get those day one views. Back then, if you were searching for Spider-Man content on YouTube, my Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions playthrough would actually show up. My playthrough is one of the top viewed playthroughs of all time. But then YouTube changed the algorithm at one point, and basically then it only shows up if you specifically search for Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. In fact, let's test the theory right now. Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. First video that comes up 3 years ago, 2.2 million views. The second video, Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, 14 years later, 306,000 views. I'm scrolling down, my videos do not show up at all. Literally, my video of Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions is not in the YouTube search. I'm looking right now, I'm scrolling down, it's not there. Huh? It just doesn't exist. My playthrough actually has more views than the ones that are recent, but it doesn't show up in YouTube search. They removed it. They changed the algorithm on YouTube, and the algorithm kicked all of my old videos out of YouTube's algorithm. When they changed that algorithm years ago, it completely screwed over my channel and all of the legacy content. Someone says a big part of the reason your old content doesn't get views or get in search results anymore is length. Your YouTube goes by watch time now, not views. Most of your old content is 15 minutes or less per video. Think about how dumb that is. So you're gonna tell me because a video is short, it has no quality whatsoever and should never get ranked in YouTube search. What? Back in the day, none of that mattered. All these weird factors have completely phased out legacy content from views. Why? The video is not worse today than it was back then. In fact, it's still just as entertaining.
All right, Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. Press start. It says press start, motherfucker. When this icon appears, panic. It means it's a red ring and your console's dead. No, I'm just kidding. Look at my rack. I'm still able to keep them nice and perky even though I'm 5 billion years old. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! I'm a crazy guy in my underpants. You heard the amazing Spider-Man? Well, I'm the fabulous Spider-Man. Oh yeah. Spider-Man of the future.
YouTube has hidden the video because they decided on a whim one day, we want longer videos to get better rankings. It's completely fucked. It completely screws over entire businesses. It's fucking immoral and unprofessional. And by the way, they didn't disclose when they did the change either. They just did it overnight and all of a sudden views went, woo! It was pretty fucked up. No lie. That Spider-Man video, Shattered Dimensions Part 1, used to receive between 30 to 50,000 views a month alone. Just that video. And then all of a sudden overnight, they changed the algorithm. Doesn't show up in search at all. 0 views a month. The old videos do not show up in search unless you search for DSP. Like here's another one. Resident Evil, Lost in Nightmares. What shows up? Not me. It's all stuff from a million years ago, okay? But not mine. No, mine doesn't show up. Now, if I type in Lost in Nightmares DSP, it still doesn't show up. Holy shit, it still doesn't show up. How do I get my Lost in Nightmares to show up? Wow. In reality, my playthrough of Lost in Nightmares, that's the most viewed playthrough of the game. The first part has 1.5 million views. No other videos even have 1 million views. But my playthrough doesn't show up in YouTube search. It's gone. It's been erased. I get no views anymore. 0. Like 0 views. I'm not kidding. YouTube changed the system and fucked over my channels. So here I am, worked my ass off for 18 years. I was pumping out hundreds of videos in a week. They used to get millions of views. Now the old videos don't even show up in the search anymore. So I'm just happy to be someone who's so well supported by you guys on streams, because if it weren't for you, I'd be out of business. I hope you understand that. Obviously, if you were one of the people who supported this channel, how fucking stupid can you be? How dumb are these fucking people? My God, these people are fucking atrociously stupid. You're a dunce.